Hey guys, Justin here, or Mr. Fisher Mister. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I got a little something special planned for you guys. I am going to be showing you guys how to God Bridge. You heard me right. Today, I'm finally getting around to it. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to God Bridge just like this. Finally. Alright guys, I do hope you enjoyed that little bit of a intro, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but whatever guys. That is what you will be learning in today's video. Keep in mind, this is not just something you can be taught and just instantly go out there and do. This will take many hours of practice, but do not be discouraged because with enough practice, you can get by with it. But anyway guys, if you do happen to enjoy this video and happen to learn something from it, please consider leaving a like, as that is what YouTube uses to determine whether my video should be shown to other people or not. So please leave a like if you liked it. And also please consider subscribing to the channel. If you do, please turn on notifications. That way YouTube will notify you each and every single time I upload a new video. That's it guys, I'll go ahead and let you guys get right into the tutorial. Alright guys, so a few things you need to know before you can actually go out and start God Bridging is, first of all, drag click, alright? I'm not going to be showing you guys how to drag click in this video. However, drag clicking is really important when you are learning to G-Bridge. Granted, you can do it with things like double click or even single click, but to learn how to God Bridge, I really suggest you use drag clicking. So I do not have a drag clicking tutorial. I'm not the best at drag clicking, but I do know someone who does have a really good drag clicking tutorial. In fact, if you search how to drag click, he's probably the second person to pop up, and that is just Neon. I will leave a link to that video from him in the link in the description. It should be the first link. And otherwise than that, guys, another thing I suggest you guys do is learn how to breeze and moonwalk before you learn how to God Bridge, alright? So I do have a breeze lead tutorial that will be in the second link in the description. I do not have a moonwalk tutorial. I may have a moonwalk tutorial in the future, so if you are watching this past the day I uploaded it, I would suggest looking in the comment section just in case to see if I updated it and added a moonwalking tutorial or not. Alright guys, so the first thing you gotta learn how to do is to drag click. Once you learn how to drag click and you can do it effectively, then you can come back and continue watching this tutorial. Next thing you need to know how to do is to line up for God Bridge, alright? So let's say you can already ninja bridge. Let's say you can already breezily at least. If you can breeze, you should be alright. I really suggest moonwalking though. You don't even have to do moonwalk that proficient, but just it's a little bit faster and it gets you more used to the actual timing. All right, so once you learn how to at least moonwalk, then you are ready to start. So I am using this crosshair, which is from the texture pack Bedless Noobs 60k texture pack. You do not need to have this crosshair in order to G-Bridge. I just use it to speed up the process, because if I have to sit here for a minute trying to line up the God Bridge, then it's not really that much faster now, is it? So I also use this compass here, which is from Lunar Client. So I think Badlion has a compass similar to this, but I use the numbers from it. So I don't think Badlion has those numbers, but you can also just use F3, which is what I'll be showing you guys how to use in this video. So you hit F3 on your keyboard, and you will see this coordinates right here. It says facing. So facing south towards positive Z, do not need to worry about any of that. Only thing we need to worry about are these two coordinates, all right? So the second coordinate right here is the direction you're looking up and down, all right? So if I look up and down, that one will change more than the other one. Versus left and right is that left column, right? So this column, if I hit the right key, this column is for left and right, this column is for up and down, all right? So for the up and down, or the right column, that one needs to be on 75, all right? It does not have to be like an exact 75, but if I can just get it on a 75, I should be good. So like, it does not need to be an exact 75. As long as it is a 75, so like for instance, it could be 75.3, 0.6, whatever, but the closest you are to 75.0, the further you can go without need to reset it, all right? And then for the left-hand column, or the left and right coordinates, that needs to be, depending on where you're facing, either 135, This one's also 135 if I come over here. This is also 135. This one, however, is 45, and then this one is 45. The positive and negative does not matter because that's just whichever orientation you are on the block, all right? And so if you are bridging with S and D, which is what I use, so if you look at my keystrokes, I use S and D to bridge, so it looks something like that. Some people, however, they will do a little bit different. They will use A and S. So I do not. So you can, as you saw there, you can G-bridge like it's just the coordinates are going to be different. So like, let me try to line that up really fast again. So if I try to like line this up, the coordinates are going to be a little bit different. Still going to be 75. Well, I guess it is 135. Wow. So it is 135. That's actually good to know. So it's 135. I think this one is the one that's different. No, that's also 45. Yo, all right. So it's 135 or 45 for the left-hand column, no matter which way you're facing, and then 75 for the right-hand column all the time. So if you can get here, line it up as close as possible. So like right there is about good. Then you can start G-bridging, all right? That's all there is to it, right? You just line it up and you can G-bridge? No, not quite. So I want you to make it a practice of being able to just like run up here and then line it up, all right? I will leave a link to the this texture pack I'm using so you can get this crosshair in the description below. Should be the third link, unless I have a moonwalking tutorial. In that case, it would be after that. So that way you guys can use this if you want to. I also use this. You don't have to, but you can even just use this. Like for instance, I only look at this if I'm going like a long way. So like if I sit here, I am not going to look at that compass at all. I'm just going to line this up, just like eyeballing it here. So as you saw there, it wasn't quite perfect, and so I was messing up halfway through, but if I sit here, I can get pretty close without looking at the compass. So, and just like that, I went a little too far, but still, just like that, you guys get the idea. You do not need the direction thing if you have this crosshair, which is why I like it. Bad Lion, I know, has this crosshair in their crosshairs list. It should be called Arrow or something like that. But Lunar Client and other clients, I don't know have it. Lunar Client, I know does not, but other clients, I'm not sure about. So I just use the texture pack. So, once you can get practice lining it up. So I want you guys to be able to like quickly come over here and line it up pretty quickly. You don't have to be like, you know, as fast as possible, like be able to just like, you know, walk and then just start G-bridging, right? You don't have to, I don't even think I can even do a breeze. Ooh, I guess that was something, but you don't have to do that, all right? You just need to be able to line it up. All right, and then just get going, okay? So practice lining it up. Once you can line it up all right, then you can go ahead and start practice the bridging. So once you can get it to where you're lined up or pretty close to it, then you can start bridging, all right? So what I want you to do is you're going to hit S and D at the exact same time, all right? If you do one before the other, it's not going to work too well because you're just going to fall, all right? So try to hit them at the exact same time. So at the same time as you hit S and D as well, you're also going to do the first drag. So it's going to look like that. And I just want you to stop for now. So just like tap everything until you can get this first block. Then reline it up and then just keep doing that. So get used to doing this. I suggest don't do what I was doing here. So like don't do this. So don't do that. Just because that is not quite what we're going for. Okay, so I want you to go this and let go of everything. Line it up, let go of everything, let go of everything. All right. Once you do that, I want you to try that for 2 blocks. So I'm going to line this up. 1, 2. Reset. 1, 2. Reset. 1, 2. Reset. 1, 2. Whoops. Reset. 1, 2. And just keep doing that. And then once you do that some more, then do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then remember to hold shift, by the way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So once you guys can get used to that, then you can actually start timing the shift key. And so you can go like, and then that's almost an eagle bridge, all right? So an eagle bridge is where you go like 3 blocks and then you tap shift. It's really cool. I haven't really practiced it just because I can actually G-bridge, but if you cannot G-bridge just yet, you can get by doing something like, you know, going a few blocks and then holding shift. That's still a lot faster than just like a normal ninja bridge, all right? So you can get used to that if you want, but once you guys can go the 4-ish blocks, Then here's where it gets to like how many blocks you need to go before you actually G-bridge, all right? So the limit you can go if you are looking in the right spot is about 9 blocks, all right? And then you will automatically fall because of game mechanics, all right? If you aren't looking in the exact spot, what you will see will happen is I will slowly start going down or to the left. Then same thing over here, I'll start going like that. So if I'm not looking exactly in place and then I start G-bridging, I'll either fall or I can actually wind up going further than 10 or 9 blocks without jumping or anything. So, but that is not G-bridge necessarily. In fact, that is called Creamsley. If you do it a little bit different and right, it's basically called Creamsley. It's similar to, it's like a mixture between G-bridge and Breezely in a way. And it's called Creamsley. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about G-bridge. So if you line it up as close to perfect as possible, go 8 blocks is what I suggest. Because 9 blocks is the max. 7 blocks is good. 6 is really too short. But so try to make 7 or 8 your mark. So make it a habit. So you can count at first if you want, but then make it a habit. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and just make it a habit to where you don't even need to count. So that would just come with practice, developing the muscle memory, and it will just, you know, come with time. So that's one of the things that takes so long to learn this bridge is the muscle memory. It's a very simple bridge. It's just to actually get it and, like, you know, get it, the muscle memory built up and, like, the timing. It's not the easiest thing. I make it look easy, but trust me, it's not. It took me probably a month and a half to learn this, but don't get discouraged. I couldn't drag click. Like, I was trying to learn drag click as I was trying to learn a G-bridge, which was a really bad idea, and it wound up just messing me up, making it where I had bad habits and everything. And so, yeah. So, also something you can do to help you out with this is to just watch somebody do it in slow motion, which I'll do that here in a little bit, but the next thing you need to know is after you get the 8 blocks and can consistently go the 8 blocks, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just do like 7 or 8 blocks and then crouch, reset, do it again, get used to that, and then you can actually start jumping. So the jumping, the timing for it is going to be like trial and error. Like for me to sit here and try to explain you the timing is going to be really hard. So it's really just trial and error. I will show you guys a few slow motion clips that you can play on repeat or whatever, so you guys can just kind of like, you know, see the timing with your own eyes. But first, there is some things you can know. It doesn't, because the jump, nobody does the exact same way, all right? Some people don't pause in their drag clicks. They'll just do a long drag. Other people will pause and just do a small little drag. Other people, like me, I will jump up, pause a slight, and then do like a medium drag. So it's really up to you, and also whatever you can do. So, all right. So like, let's say I place this block and then I'm going to jump. Some people will place the block on top of this block. Other people will place it on the side of this block. What I mean by that is if I jump and try to do this, sort of like that. So if I jump, as you saw, it went on top of the block I am standing on. So that one went on the side. That one went on the side. Oh dear. So like the first one, when you jump, it's going to go like this, all right? So you're going to jump, it's going to place like this. Jump, it's going to place like this. The other way is when you jump later and then you place one on the side and then up. So one way it's going to look more like this. Another way it's going to look more like this. All right. So there is a slight difference there, but it's just whichever you can do, I guess. So like sometimes I do both. Like I don't specify what I do. Like I try to go for the side just because that's how I learned it, but I can also go to the top as well. So let me try to do it where it's on top. It's a little bit different timing, so it's there's one on top, but as you saw there, it's just the timing for the jump. If I jump earlier, I will place the block on top. If I jump later, I'll place the block on the side. And so I'm used to jumping later, and so I place the block on the side. So I'll go ahead and do a clip or two of me G-bridging in slow motion. You guys just watch what I do, all right? Just watch when I click, when I don't click, and just kind kind of like get a feel for it. Put it on repeat if you need to for a couple times, but I'll go ahead and show you guys the slow motion clips. Alright guys, I do hope that helped at least a little bit. As you saw, I even left some clips of me filling in so you can kind of see like where I timed it wrong. Then I also had a bunch of clips where I was doing it on the side because that's what I usually use, but you'll see sometimes I do it on top. It just depends on how it works, alright. A little quick thing I thought of while I was getting those clips is you want to, if you're bridging with S and D, try to be not in the middle of the block, but try to be a little bit more on the left side, alright? If you are on the right side of the block, like over here, it will just not work because when you jump, you're going to wind up not being able to place anything on the block because you're going to be like, you know, facing above the block. Like if I try to, I can't place a block there. In the middle is fine. I'm not saying you can't do it in the middle. In fact, a lot of people do it in the middle. But the reason why I try to do it on the side is because if I am trying to like speed do it, so like say I only have a few blocks to go, I can just line it up. I don't have to get it exact, even though I think I got it pretty much exact. So yeah, I got pretty close. So yeah, I'm gonna actually just try to go like and aim it just like nonchalantly. Okay, there's a 26. So what will happen is at 26, I'll slowly start going to the left. It's not that noticeable until I start G-bridging, but I will eventually be on the left side of this block, alright? The further I look to the right, the faster I'll go to the to this side, or I'll just wind up falling. So let me go to like a 28. So if I go like this, I'll just wind up falling, alright? But most of the time, I'm looking too far in, and so I start doing that. So I like to come over here, so if I start looking the wrong way, I will wind up just going into the block or whatever. And so sometimes you'll see like if I don't line it up right, so like there's a 27. What I'll do is I'll just kind of like stop and then just readjust my aim. So like right there, I can just kind of like readjust my aim a little bit and then continue with the G-bridge. And so then I got the bed. So I don't really know of anything else I can really show at this moment. So if I happen to miss something in this video, please let me know in the comment section down below and I will try to help you out the best I can. Also guys, I have a Discord server. If you join the Discord server, I am usually there and I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions and even possibly screen share so you guys can kind of like see what I'm doing, like, you know, live, or like ask me to do something for you guys so you can see. I don't mind, but either way, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video and happen to learn something at least. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. It really helps me out a lot, guys. And also, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you do, make sure to turn notifications on. That way YouTube will know you each and every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. See ya.